It all started with a single piece of paper, a letter from our Homeowners Association, a $75 fine for a patch of brown grass. It seemed trivial, almost laughable. My wife Sarah and I shrugged it off, thinking we'd just water the lawn and pay the fine. We were a young family, 2 kids, a house full of memories. That fine felt like a minor nuisance, nothing more. We believed in fairness and common sense. The letter gave us 2 weeks to fix the lawn. We planned to handle it over the weekend. We were good neighbors, part of the community. We couldn't imagine the HOA would become our adversary over something so small. That letter was the first tremor before the earthquake. We put it on the kitchen counter, a simple reminder. We felt in control, homeowners, responsible adults. But that piece of paper was a silent omen. It marked the moment our dream began to unravel. We had no idea it was the start of a nightmare, all because of a $75 fine for dry grass. Looking back, it was the first thread in a web that would pull us under, and we never saw it coming. Our grass wasn't brown because we didn't care. My father was seriously ill, and I spent weeks out of state helping him recover. Sarah was home juggling work and our 2 young kids during a record heat wave and water restrictions. A broken sprinkler head and exhaustion meant a small patch turned brown. We were stretched thin, emotionally and financially. We thought our neighbors and the HOA would understand. But the HOA didn't care about our story. They only cared about their rules. When I returned, I fixed the sprinkler and wrote the HOA, explaining everything. We paid the initial fine and asked for patience. Silence. Then another letter. The fine doubled, plus late fees and admin charges. The total soared over $200. Calls and letters went unanswered or dismissed. Every few weeks, new fines arrived. The amount ballooned into the thousands. We tried everything. Calls, letters, even visiting the office. No one would listen. The stress was crushing. Our lawn was green again, but it didn't matter. The fines had taken on a life of their own. We felt helpless, targeted by a faceless system. We were good people, but the HOA refused to show any humanity. The debt grew, and so did our fear. We were being crushed by bureaucracy, and there was no end in sight. The day we got the lien notice, fear set in. Our home was now collateral for thousands in fines and fees. We couldn't refinance or escape the debt. The HOA's actions trapped us, cutting off every solution. We scraped together money for a lawyer. He told us the law was on the HOA's side. Fighting would be expensive, with no guarantee of winning. Legal notices from the HOA's lawyers kept coming, each adding to our debt. We were powerless, up against a system built for compliance, not compassion. Our dream home had become a legal battleground. Court felt surreal, us against the HOA's lawyer. I hoped the judge would hear our story: illness, stress, a green lawn. The HOA's case was simple, rules were broken, fines were due. Our story was messy, human. The judge focused only on the bylaws. Did we have brown grass? Yes. Did the HOA have the right to fine us? Yes. Our circumstances didn't matter. The judge ruled for the HOA. All fines and fees were validated. Foreclosure was authorized. We lost our home, all because of a patch of dry grass. There was no justice, just the cold mechanics of a broken system. After the verdict, we were publicly shamed and forced to move. We explained to our kids that we had to leave their home. Packing up was torture. Every memory, a reminder of what we lost. We moved to a cramped apartment, broken and defeated. This opened my eyes to the dark side of HOAs. They wield immense power with little oversight. Our story isn't unique. It's happening everywhere. That's why I'm sharing this. If you're trapped by an HOA, you're not alone. Speak up, share your story, demand reform. We lost our house, but not our voice.